The people around us have a profound impact on our emotional and mental well-being, often in ways we don't immediately perceive. Today, we'll explore 14 signs that reveal the presence of toxic people in your life, using Buddhist wisdom to understand and manage these interactions. From envy to manipulation, we'll break down how these behaviors can destabilize our inner peace and, more importantly, what concrete steps we can take to protect ourselves and maintain our serenity. Stay with us until the end, because the last sign is the most revealing of all and could change the way you relate to others. 1. The chronic envier, the clouded gaze of scorn. The chronic envier is someone who, instead of celebrating your achievements, looks at you with a mix of disdain and resentment. This behavior doesn't stem from your successes per se, but from the envier's perception that your triumph highlights their own shortcomings. Rather than congratulating you, they try to downplay your achievements with phrases like, "You're lucky," or "It won't last." This type of envy is corrosive not only for the one who feels it, but also for you if you're unaware of what's happening. From a Buddhist perspective, envy is a form of attachment that keeps us bound to suffering. Attachment to unfulfilled desires and constant comparison with others creates an endless cycle of dissatisfaction. To deal with a chronic envier, it's vital not to get dragged down by their negativity. Instead of responding with hostility or feeling affected, cultivate an attitude of compassion. Recognize that their envy is a reflection of their internal pain, not of your worth. Practice meditation and emotional detachment, allowing you to celebrate your achievements without being affected by others' envy. This approach will not only protect you emotionally, but also help you see the envious person in a broader perspective, understanding that their behavior is a manifestation of their own suffering. Stay focused on your path and remember that your achievements are not less valuable just because others cannot acknowledge them. 2. The drama queen, the earthquake of emotions. The drama queen is that friend or family member who seems to enjoy amplifying every little problem into a crisis of epic proportions. Imagine you're late for work due to traffic, and instead of offering comfort or solutions, this person starts dramatizing the situation, talking about how something bad always happens and how nothing ever goes right. Their need for drama not only wears them out, but can also drag you into a constant state of anxiety and stress. From a Buddhist perspective, balance and calm are essential for a mentally healthy life. The drama queen, on the contrary, lives in a constant state of emotional imbalance, seeking to intensify every situation to elicit a strong emotional response from others. This is unhealthy for both them and those around them. To deal with a drama queen, it's crucial to set clear emotional boundaries. This doesn't mean you have to cut them off entirely, but you do need to learn not to get involved in their chaos. Responding with serenity is key. Instead of getting caught up in their exaggerations, maintain a calm posture and offer practical solutions. Mindfulness practice can help you stay centered, allowing you to observe the drama without letting it drag you in. In the long run, this will not only protect you but also serve as an example for the drama queen on how to face life's difficulties with equanimity and clarity. 3. The control freak, the shadow of power. The control freak is someone who seeks to dominate every aspect of your life, from the most trivial decisions to the most significant ones. Their need for control doesn't come from a desire to help you, but from a deep fear of uncertainty and chaos. They want everything to be done their way because they believe it's the only way to ensure things go well. However, this behavior can be incredibly oppressive for those around them, eroding their autonomy and confidence. Buddhism deeply values autonomy and free will, essential aspects for spiritual growth and emotional well-being. A control freak challenges these principles by trying to impose their will on others, which can lead to a toxic dynamic where your desires and needs are relegated to the background. To counter a control freak, it's crucial to strengthen your self-esteem and develop confidence in your decision-making abilities. Setting firm boundaries is one of the most effective ways to protect your autonomy. At the same time, it's important to communicate your needs and desires clearly and assertively. Practicing self-affirmation and respect for your own path are fundamental here. Remember, your life is yours to live, and no one else should have the power to dictate how you should live it. 4. The emotionally indifferent, the echo of emptiness. The emotionally indifferent person is someone who, when you share something important or emotional, responds with apathy or disdain. This type of person shows no interest in your emotions, which can make you feel invisible and devalued. Sometimes it even seems like they enjoy your discomfort or sadness, which can be extremely painful. Buddhist philosophy emphasizes empathy and authentic connection as essential components of a fulfilling life. Indifference is the opposite of this. It's a disconnection that can create a significant emotional void. This kind of behavior is often a reflection of the indifferent person's internal disconnection, who may be dealing with their own issues of empathy and connection. To deal with an emotionally indifferent person, it's essential not to take their detachment as a reflection of your worth. Instead, seek to build relationships with people who genuinely care about your feelings and experiences. Practicing self-empathy is crucial. Learn to validate your own feelings and not rely on external approval to feel valued. If necessary, distance yourself from those who do not value your emotional well-being. Your inner peace comes first, and surrounding yourself with people who support and understand you is key to maintaining that peace. 5. The psychological abuser, the maze of manipulation. Psychological abuse is an insidious form of mistreatment that can be difficult to identify at first. The psychological abuser uses subtle words and behaviors to undermine your self-esteem and make you feel inferior. Comments like, "You never do anything right," or "You're always wrong," are designed to erode your confidence, leaving you in a constant state of doubt and insecurity. In Buddhism, self-compassion and self-respect are essential for maintaining inner peace. A psychological abuser challenges these principles by repeatedly attacking your self-esteem, trying to keep you in a vulnerable position. To protect yourself from this type of abuse, it's vital to recognize their tactics and strengthen yourself internally. Setting clear boundaries is crucial for dealing with a psychological abuser. If possible, distance yourself from this person and seek support from people who value and respect you. Practicing self-affirmation and meditation can help you heal and strengthen your self-esteem. By doing so, you'll remember that your worth doesn't depend on others' approval or disdain, but on your own self-compassion and respect. 6. The emotional manipulator, the hidden puppeteer. The emotional manipulator is someone who plays with your emotions to control you, using tactics like guilt, victimhood, or veiled threats. This subtle manipulation can be hard to detect, but over time, you realize you're doing things you don't want to do or feel like you're always walking on eggshells. From a Buddhist perspective, mental clarity and autonomy are essential for maintaining balanced relationships. The emotional manipulator seeks to cloud your judgment and manipulate your decisions to their advantage, which can leave you feeling trapped and controlled. To deal with an emotional manipulator, you must first learn to recognize their tactics. This requires a significant dose of self-awareness and mental clarity, something that can be strengthened through mindfulness and meditation. Once you're aware of what's happening, set firm boundaries and maintain clear and direct communication. Don't feel guilty for protecting your emotional well-being. Remember that your feelings and decisions are valid and deserve to be respected. 7. The Perpetual Pessimist, the anchor of discouragement. The perpetual pessimist is the person who always sees the negative side of any situation, no matter how positive it may be. This behavior is not only exhausting, but can also affect your perspective and make you start doubting your own achievements and plans. In Buddhism, gratitude and a positive focus are powerful tools for cultivating a fulfilling and meaningful life. Pessimism, on the other hand, is a form of attachment to suffering and dissatisfaction that can drag you into a state of demotivation if you're not aware of its influence. To handle a perpetual pessimist, it's essential to maintain an attitude of gratitude and practice a positive focus in your daily life. This doesn't mean you should ignore difficulties, but you should consciously choose to focus on what is going well and on the opportunities that arise. Surround yourself with people who share an optimistic outlook and who support your efforts. This way, you'll be able to counteract the influence of pessimism and stay motivated on your path. 8. The extreme selfish, the recluse on their throne. The extreme selfish person is someone so focused on themselves that they have no space to consider others' needs or desires. This person expects everything to revolve around their interests without offering anything in return. This behavior can make you feel exploited and devalued since your needs are never a priority. Buddhism teaches the importance of balance and generosity in relationships. An extreme selfish person, however, lives in a constant state of imbalance, taking more than they give and expecting others to adapt to their desires without reciprocity. To maintain your well-being in a relationship with an extreme selfish person, it's essential to learn to set boundaries and communicate your own needs clearly. Practicing self-affirmation is key. You don't have to sacrifice yourself to satisfy someone who isn't willing to do the same for you. Cultivating a mindset of reciprocity and mutual respect will help you establish more balanced and satisfying relationships. 9. The responsibility dodger, the master of evasion. The responsibility dodger is someone who never takes the blame for anything. When things go wrong, they always have an excuse or blame others, including you. This behavior can create a toxic dynamic where you feel obliged to correct their mistakes or take on their responsibilities, leading to significant emotional exhaustion. Buddhism values personal responsibility as a path to inner peace. Dodging responsibility is a form of self-deception that in the long run only increases suffering for both the dodger and those around them. To deal with a responsibility dodger, it's crucial to set clear expectations and promote a culture of mutual accountability. Don't get dragged into their blame game. Stand firm in your boundaries and the need for accountability. Practicing self-evaluation will also help you maintain a state of mental clarity, ensuring that you're not taking on more than you should. 10. The inconsistent, the eternal change. The inconsistent person is someone whose emotions and opinions constantly change, leaving you in a state of uncertainty. One day they may completely agree with you, and the next they may be against everything you said. This lack of stability can generate anxiety and make you feel like you never know what to expect. Buddhism teaches us the importance of accepting impermanence, but also of setting healthy boundaries. Impermanence is a reality of life, but when others' inconsistency begins to affect your peace of mind, it's important to take steps to protect yourself. To deal with an inconsistent person, it's essential to practice acceptance and adaptability, knowing that you can't control others' actions, but you can control how you respond to them. Set clear boundaries and communicate your expectations directly. Practicing meditation and mindfulness will allow you to maintain your inner balance, no matter how inconsistent the person around you may be. 11. The superficial, the surface traveler. The superficial person is someone who is only interested in trivial and material things, avoiding deep and meaningful topics. This type of relationship can leave you feeling empty since it lacks the authentic connection that nourishes the soul. Conversations with the superficial person often feel hollow and purposeless, leaving you unsatisfied. Buddhism values authenticity and deep connection as essential for a fulfilling life. If you find yourself in superficial relationships, it's important to seek out people who share your desire to explore more meaningful aspects of life. Practicing empathy and authenticity in your interactions is key to finding and maintaining genuine connections. To overcome superficiality, cultivate an open mindset and seek depth in your relationships. This will not only help you feel more connected, but also allow you to build stronger and more satisfying bonds with those who share your values and perspectives. 12. The intolerant, the wall of rigidity. The intolerant person is someone who not only has strong opinions, but also expects everyone around them to share those same opinions. This type of person can become hostile or dismissive toward those who disagree with them, creating an atmosphere of conflict and exclusion. The lack of openness to diversity can make you feel like you have no space to be yourself. Buddhism teaches the importance of open-mindedness and respect for differences. To handle intolerance, it's crucial to cultivate patience and empathy. Practice dialogue and seek points of understanding, even when you don't agree. Maintain an attitude of respect towards differences and protect yourself emotionally by not allowing others' rigidity to limit your own freedom to be and think. By adopting an open and compassionate mind, you not only protect your emotional well-being, but also promote an environment where differences can coexist in harmony. This is one of the keys to building healthier and more balanced relationships. 13. The victim, the eternal martyr. The victim is someone who always presents themselves as a victim of circumstances, expecting others to feel sorry for them and take responsibility for solving their problems. This victimization attitude can be emotionally exhausting, as you feel constantly obliged to console them or solve their problems. Buddhism reminds us of the importance of self-acceptance and personal responsibility. To deal with a victim, it's essential to set clear boundaries and promote autonomy, both in yourself and the other person. Don't feel guilty for not carrying others' burdens. Instead, promote emotional independence and self-care. By practicing self-compassion and fostering independence, you not only protect your well-being, but also help the victim develop greater personal responsibility, which, in the long run, is beneficial for both. 14. The disrespectful, the boundary invader. The disrespectful person is someone who systematically ignores your boundaries and needs, invading your personal and emotional space. This behavior can manifest in constant interruptions, inappropriate comments, or invasions of your privacy without consideration. Disrespect can make you feel devalued and mistreated. In Buddhist philosophy, mutual respect is essential for healthy relationships. Communicating your boundaries clearly and assertively is crucial to protecting your well-being. Practicing self-affirmation and maintaining a sense of personal dignity will help you manage relationships with disrespectful people and maintain your emotional balance. It's important to remember that you're not obligated to tolerate mistreatment or disrespect from anyone. By setting and maintaining clear boundaries, you ensure that your relationships are based on mutual respect and consideration, which is key to an emotionally healthy life. And there you have it. We've explored 14 signs that a person may be toxic in your life. From the chronic envier to the disrespectful, these signs will help you identify harmful relationships and protect your emotional well-being. Remember, it's crucial to maintain healthy relationships and surround yourself with people who support and value you. If you recognize any of these signs in your relationships, don't hesitate to set boundaries and seek support. Thank you for staying with us until the end. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss our upcoming videos, and share this content to help others identify and distance themselves from toxic people. See you next time.